our class for today. So we are discussing the work process administration part, DVEBMGS, work process administration. So this is the first administration topic we started. We completed dialog, update, NQ, background, message server, load balancing related things. We covered it here. So today we'll discuss about the gateway work process, SMGW. Gateway work process transaction codes are SMGW. All SAP, the maintenance related transaction code starts with the SM star, SM. Okay, SM51, SM13. Maintenance monitoring related things will starts with the SMGW, gateway monitoring here, right? So this gateway monitor, what is the use of the gateway work process here? The gateway work process will enable the communication between work process and the external programs, right? Work process and external programs here, right? And also it validate the connections to the system. It will allow only authorized connections only. The gateway work process is kind of a gateway security in our SAP system. So in front of our homes, not celebrities' homes, now how the security guard, there is a gateway security guard. What is his duty? If any person is coming, he will validate he is the authorized person or not. Then only he will allow inside of the home, right? Via gate. So if the gate is closed, then how we can enter into the home? If the gateway is closed, how the connections will come to inside of the server? Then that will not come, right? How the connections will come inside of the server here? So that will not come here. So that is the main thing here. How the connections will not come, connections will come inside of the home here. So that is the one thing here. So now what we can do here? So gateway is the one of the work process. It will allow the connections, communication between external programs to here, communication between the application servers, or if any person is logged into the system, the gateway work process will allow the communications here. So SMGW is the transaction code. SMGW is the transaction code here. In the GW, we can monitor the all the connections, external connections, and what users are logging, what they are doing, and how the connections are established to the other systems via RFC connections, how they are logged in. Here, the connections will be established here. SMGW gateway connections, we can monitor it here, right? So here we can monitor how many connections are initiated, internal connections, then external connections here. This is the external connections, right? So these all are the internal connections. Communication between application servers, communication between external servers. The gateway should allow the communications here. Gateway should allow the connections here. If the connection limit, see here, this connection limit, 11 connections are opened correctly, but there the limitation is the 2000 connections here. If the connection limit is over, then people will not able to log into the your SAP system here. SAP system here. Suppose your home, SAP is a brand new house, right? Inside of the house, family members will stay, 7 family members, right? So then if the connection, the people will come to inside of the home and will go out, come inside of the home, they will go out. Like that will happen, day-to-day activities, right? So same as like here as well, people will log into the your system, people will log into the your system, right? People will log into your system and they do the transactions, then they will log out. So here gateway work process will allow the connections. If he is the authorized person, then only he will allow the connections to inside of the home. The allowed connections list we can monitor from the SMGW. Here we can monitor it here, what they are doing and how the connections are established, all the information when it got established, and all the information we can see it here, all the information we can see it here, we can see it here. So connections, if the users are happening, then connections will be established here. So how the internal communications are happening, how the external communications are happening to the Linux systems. So each and everything will be tracked here. In case of 2000, now 12, one got increased. If the 2000 got increased, then the 2001 person is logging, system will not allow the connections here. This is also one of the reason users will unable to log into the system. Sir, everything is running fine. Existing users already working. Then why, sir, new users are unable to log in means? So there might be a gateway connection limit is over. So that is the reason. So then we have the when the connection your house is full, then how you allow the connections to the inside of the home, right? If the house is full, will with the users, existing users are working, then house full, then system will not allow the new connection. Same as like here also, the house full happen means your server, the full connection limit is open often. So then it will not accept any connections here. It will not accept any connections here. That's what it's happening in the systems here, right? So the connections will come and go outside and everything. So here, these limitations, we can increase it. As for the SAP, we can increase the limitations to the 2000 to 4000 something. We can increase it. The main thing is here, as part of our day-to-day activities, our daily monitoring, we have to come to the SMGW and see if any connections are disconnecting or disconnected status other than connected status. If it any disconnected, it will come as a red signal. Then we can just select it and we can remove the connections here. We can select it and we can delete the connections here. Why? Because sometimes what happens due to the network issue between the user, the people, you and server, something is happens, the connection is still not connected completely, not disconnected completely. Maybe it is the disconnecting, it's an abnormal status. Then we can freely, we can disconnect, we can delete those status. Normal system itself, it will be do the cleanup activity. So, but in case of unable to do that one, we have to perform it. In case of system unable to do, then we have to complete the these things here. We have to complete it here. That's what we have to do that one here. Gateway. So work process here. Gateway, right? So gateway monitor the external connections and everything, how the users are logging, what users and what they are doing, they what their connections they are using here. We can see. And also here we can see sometimes the requests are in the older than days. So disconnections. Only here we need to check the all are connected status green, fine. If any is not connected status, not in the green status, then there are the some issues here. There are the some issues, we need to delete those connections. There are the some issues, we can select it, we can delete those connections here. Why? Because it's not in the fully connected status, not fully disconnected status, in between disconnecting, then its connection is unable to delete it here. We can to delete those connections here. And also some customers, they will go to the full external security. So normally people won't go for the fully external security wise. So, but they will just to check the connections as part of their duty. And if anything, they will go. Some customers, especially for the banking sector customers, product based customers, they will establish the external external gateway, which means some external more security protocols here. They can go to then expert functions, then external security, they will maintain the ACL files here, access control list here. So here they will maintain the some secinfo and reginfo related details here, right? Secinfo means what type of users we have to allow. So P means permit here. What type of users we want to permit here. TP means their laptop TP link and everything, their laptop details and everything. We have to laptop address and everything here. User means user details. So we have to enter. If the star means system will allow the all the users here. So then if the system will allow the all the users, sometimes that's fine. But sometimes the abnormal users, unauthenticated users also, they will log in. If they theft the data of your SAP, your financial data, if they stolen your data, then it's a security breach, right? So that is the reason some customers, So normally they are when they are connecting to the SAP system, they have the multi-factor authentications at the network level. Then multiple authentication factor he has to pass. Then he will able to get the SAP login pad screen. Then he can log into the SAP system. That much of less security is fine. But in any case, so if that is also breached by cust user, means that the unknown person, then here SAP level also we can kept it like some more security protocol, only allow the this kind of users. Why? Because users, when the users are logging, some customers, the users have the some user ID, there is some prefix of the laptop, prefix of the username. Suppose like laptop address, like, so company, my company, something, all the laptop address will starts with the my company 123, my company 1, my company 2, my company 3. Then so system allow only my company star related laptop address only. Then it will only allow the my company related terminals only. It will allow only here. And also the username what also starts with the so company user 1, company user 2, something like that. So common word is company, then they will put the company star. So in this case what will happen, system will allow the username starting with the company, then it will allow the all the company users only. The laptop address is starting with the my company, that will work. Why? Because some customers they will create the some common naming convention, common prefix, after that username will come. So that kind of things we can allow it here. So instead of taking that one, we don't have anything that restrictions, then you can keep the star star, then system will allow the all the connections here. So this kind of some dangerous settings here. If you configure something, system will not allow the all the connections here. Sekinfo. Reginfo is like a kind of a RFC destinations here. RFC destinations. What type of RFC connections we want to allow inside of the things here, right? So then this will allow the go to here, click on the create the reg info, what type of RFC connections we want to allow the systems. Why? Because some people will log into the through via RFC destinations also, right? So then in this case means remote connections, not directly, remotely from other system to your system. That time, so it should accept, it should not allow those connections as well. That time we have the reg info connections here. There is separate topic RFC destinations, right? So sec info means users, what type of users we want to allow. So normally people won't touch these connections. They will leave the default things like this only here. They will leave the default things like this only here. If they allow you, if they keep the more connections, security connections here, so sometimes what happens, some users they may change the IP or something, they will change the different device and they will log into their system, then system will not allow you. Is the one of the important user is trying to do the transaction, then system will not allow you to do the that kind of things here. So it kind of is some dangerous settings. That's why some people they won't touch the external security things here. Only few members they will touch the, so only some risk. If you want to take the risk, you can go to the expert functions, external security, then maintain the ACL files, access control list. Here we can maintain the these formulas. We have to just edit it here. Then that will affect immediately. Then it will disconnect the all the users who are not connecting. Suppose like if you go to the AL08, will come to know the so users terminals and all the details here, how the client host is logging. So see here, all our client host is connect starting with the KP, which means it will allow the KP star, means it will allow the all the KP star users and everything here. If I make it without KP star, then it will reject the all the connections. Then no one able to log into the systems here, right? So that kind of the client host TP means here users names also we have the IDA, that is fine. Sometimes what we will maintain, so different usernames will log in. So it will affect to the those connections here. That's why to avoid this kind of things here, just we can leave the those settings. Then we can keep the only as part of our regular duty. We will go to the SMGW and see the how the connections are behaving. And so is there any connections here? What is the limitation? Okay, we have the full limitations is over. Is there any connections are disconnecting? See here, See, one connection is connecting status here. So sometimes what happens? Disconnecting. Still that will be stay in the disconnecting only. So in that case, so we have to take the actions here. We have to take the actions here. That is the important thing here. Let me see.
For second info, can you allow domain wise? If you have Amazon.com domain, so those who are working in Amazon only, they will connect to the server.
Right.
We can do like that setting.
Yes, yes. Normally, people will leave the default security settings like this only. In case they want to go for the more, then that time they will keep the restrictions here. They will keep the restrictions in the secinfo file here. So user is equal to star, which means it will allow the all the users. Fine, but I want TP is equal to star, which means a laptop IP. So I don't want to. So laptop is equal to that one. I want to run my TP is equal to so KP star, which means the who are logging with the KP star, it will allow the all the connections here, right? So KP star activate. Then globally I activated here. So the people who are locally connecting to the local KP star, so then they can able to log in. Some people they will log into the different remote different TP name, different TP names they will log in here. That time, so it will give you the problem here. That's why so people won't touch it out. This is kind of a more security functions.
Okay.
What happened this job? Hmm, okay, only one time it is executed. 7:45, 7:50 we executed 26, only 1 minute. Only one time it is executed. Then after that, it not started after 7:50. Okay, only one time it is executed. So it's not starting after 40. Only one time, only 1 minute it is executed. So something wrong. This is also. Let me change. So this is not the correct also, right? So this is also not the correct.
What is that checkbox periodic job is there, right? At the bottom, that checkbox is there.
Here, if I select daily it will execute. Mhm. Two we cannot select. Hourly also if select, that's fine. But daily, not start after, not start after. Are there any restrictions here? No, no restrictions. This is a different restrictions. Periodic values, month period. Mhm. Okay, hourly. Every minute. Every day means one only we have to keep it. Two means every 2 days, every 1 day, every 2 days. This is kind of a start every 2 days, every 1 day. Okay, every 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. So okay, but this every day, every start every 1 day, and job starts every 1 day, every day, daily 1 minute. Mhm. This is only we selected. No minutes and daily. Minutes and daily. Twenty seventh. It went to the 27th again. So 26th it is executed and the next day it is started. So next day it is started. Okay, I think daily it is starting. That's fine. What we can do? Okay, only small adjustments. I think we have to do it here. So what is the time now? 6:04, 6:04, 18:04, 18:04. Then 18:04, 4, right? Let's take the 18:06, 18:06. Then immediately we have to change this to the 18:10, 18:11. Then periodic values. So this is working. This one
Sir,
we,
date is 27 still now.
yeah, I will change it. I will change it. So this one we have to do that one. Every 1 minute, only 1 minute it is executing. Okay. 26. 26. Okay, daily it is coming. So daily 6 it will execute, and only 1 minute is there. 6 it is executing, not start after 11. Okay. Let's see this one. So now it will start. So daily 8:6, 18:6 it will execute daily only. Okay, that's fine. But what about the frequency which we set it out? Start conditions.
Last time I have given for every 15 minutes. I think it is executed.
Every 15 minutes it executes. Throughout the day, 24 hours it will execute. So we should set the threshold. Threshold means stop conditions. Stop conditions.
Yeah, I've given like from this time to this. I mentioned a specific start and end time, and I've given for 15 minutes.
It worked?
Yeah, sir. It is executed for every 15 minutes. In the
Yeah.
same way I've given.
So there is a delay. You can see delay. Delay 9 seconds, 14 seconds. So why? Because if the background work process are not ready to pick up, so then there is a delay. So 22 seconds, 23 seconds delay. So you can see it here, delay. So this will not work then. This is only working daily only. Mhm. This one, let's change. Start conditions. Periodic daily is okay. That's fine. Daily working after it's not starting, but every minute up to not start after 11. Okay. But during this time, it should run every 1 minute. Every minute. This is not working. Actually, this won't work, this scenario. But still, we can think it out. Let's see. Yeah. 322. Above dumps. No dumps here for today. So to recap, we discussed about the SM50, the work process related things here. We can see some work process are cancelled status here. So out of three only 8 are the background work process are here. So maybe some background work process they have scheduled here, operational modes. So that's the reason. So if the dialogues are not free, we cannot able to even log into the SAP system. That is the main thing here. So SM50, SM66 are the transaction codes. So we can see the SM50, SM66 are the transaction codes. Here we can check the work process related status here. Waiting, running, sleep, error, prime mode, hold. So these are the status will come. Other than that, any other status, work process will not take the request other than waiting status, right? So that is the dialogues, dialogue related. So it's not only all the work process we can see, but especially for the dialogues, we can see it here SM50, SM66. Update SM13 and SM14 are the update related transaction codes here. Updating the transaction records. You logged into as a dialogue user, you logged into the system. you done some updates here, right? So this update records will be updated by update records is updated by your update work process here. Here in SM13, we can see are there any failed update records in the system. So if any failed update records, then we have to worry, we have to delete, or we have to retry, or we have to inform to the functional team. Then SM14 is the transaction code. Here we can see the status of the update is active or deactivated here. Right? Deactivated, the application will not update anything in the system. E for NQ. So SM12, we discussed old lock entries which are older than locking mechanism, 24 hours. So B means the background jobs, right? In the background jobs, you should know about the job steps, how many types of job steps, job startup conditions, job startup conditions here. Then, and also you should know job status here, status of the jobs, scheduled, released, ready, active, finished, cancelled. So job startup conditions like immediate, daytime, after event, after job steps. So these are the three things are very important in the job. Then SM36 is for only for the creation of the background job. 37 is for the monitoring the administration activities. Simply, we can say admin related activities. We can do SM37. Then G for gateway work process. Gateway means so same kind of gateway security. SMGW is the transaction code here. So right. So job. So yeah, the status of the job scheduled, released, ready. Ready means scheduled means when you assign the time, when you not assign the time, that is a scheduled status. Released means when you assign the timings, that is a released status. Active means job is running. Ready means job is ready to run. Ready. The ready status is only you will not see sometimes. Job is released. Then when the time is comes, it will go to the ready and immediately it will go to the active status here. So job is keep on active ready status only, which means the work process is not ready to pick up the background work process to pick up the job request and everything here, right? Cancelled job is cancelled status. Then gateway SMGW is the transaction code. Actually, we won't touch it out normally in the real cases also. Just we will see the SMGW. If any connections are disconnected, then we will manually delete it. Other than so we won't face any issues with the GW system. It's a very silent gateway work process, right? Normal security actions, inbuilt actions, it will perform it here. Next one is the S for spool work process. Spool. Spool is like a printers. In the printing mechanism, we have to use the spool request and spooling mechanism. That I will explain tomorrow. So because this is one of the big topic, the spool, how to add the printers and everything, that I will explain it tomorrow. The time is will not sufficient. Okay, you can. So this is the one, you can log in, use the several test cases regarding the background job. As of now, this background job is the very important here. Sometimes you may get the request to create the jobs. And also here, there are some standard background jobs are there. Standard background jobs which will run, it will starts with the SAP underscore SAP star. It will run in the background defaultly. So it will do some cleanup activities in the system. Cleanups, house cleanup. How we will do the cleanup daily. Same way it will do the house cleanup activities here, which we have to do some above like old above dumps, some spool cleanup, BTC work process cleanup, checking the active jobs in the system, some system statistics, performance related things, above dumps, batch inputs, so there are many jobs are running. These jobs will stay so in the system. It will delete the jobs, so statistics. So these things will be some cleanup, some deletion, some cleanup will happen. This normally we will call it as the standard background jobs. This will run. This will run. Maybe if you go to the SM37, so SM37, just you can filter like SAP star. So then this will run daily. Every day this will run. See here, this is running as per the schedule. This will run. We no need to schedule it. This will run. So this active jobs, it will check in the active jobs, how many jobs are active hourly. So job is consistency or not hourly. This will run and it will check it out here, right? It will check it out here. Statistics. All the jobs will run. So there is a one job. It will clear the old things also. So these all are running from several months. So it will running. So who will do this cleanup? Already completed jobs. The years back data is there. Then we can delete it. Those are job logs and everything here. So if you remove the dates and you can see the all the logs here, then you can see the starting from 26, then 26 jobs only available. Then which job got deleted the previous job logs? But because yesterday also it is executed, today also it is executed. There are lot of jobs are released status here. It's executing. Then who deleted this one? Right? So then there is a background work process. It will do the cleanups. It will do the cleanups and deletion. So normally we will call it as the standard jobs. Why? Because these are the SAP default jobs. So these are the standard jobs which will do the cleanups and everything. So it will starts with the SAP star. Remember, it will starts with the SAP star here.
Sir, here can we, if we want to delete the jobs which are finished, can we delete all the jobs at a time? Because
Yeah, we can delete it. We can also delete it. Why we have the background job concept is there, right? So why we have to delete it manually? If you allow the system to delete it, system will do the cleanup. Why we have to delete it? In case
even
if we want,
non-standard jobs also get deleted by
yeah,
system.
everything will get deleted by this jobs only. So you need to select all. So there is a select all somewhere here. So select all, then all selected. Just
I
click on
mean,
the
not
delete.
all. For example, ABCD, that job is run for around 10 times. All those 10 jobs.
Yeah, maybe you can select it one by one.
Select.
One by one, we have to select it, and yeah, we can delete it. Yes, we can delete it. Yes. So that will
But
be.
we need to select one by one only,
Yeah,
right?
one
Like,
by one only. If you want to
oh,
select all is there, but there is no select ad hoc, something like that. You have to select one. Yeah, that is maybe filter conditions also you can use it filter. Okay. In the filter conditions, what you can do. So which job, suppose like finance job. So FINANCE finance star job you want to delete. Then filter, if you use it, all the finance will be deleted. Then in that case only you can just select all, only this finance jobs will be deleted only. Only this finance only will be deleted. So filter condition you used it only so only all the finance will be deleted. So all the finance related things are deleted here. Sir, what about the others means? Oh, it's all deleted. No, finance only deleted here. See? So then we can remove the filter conditions, star it, then all are there. Only see those jobs are deleted.
One question, Ravinder here. On SM50, right, we can see the work process related to the specific instance, right? App server instance.
Yes.
And so how to identify like which instance we are connected to that instance, then we can see only those work process about 34,
Yes.
yesterday 34 and 36 was there, right?
We can
So,
only so here you can see, right, instance, which
uh,
instance is connected.
so this is pass or as how to identify means suppose 00 is the pass only, right? Primary application server.
Okay.
So next time if we connected, then it will go to the 01 means as like
As
addition.
the 01 is the ASS instance. ASS instance only it will route the request to the application
Okay,
server.
that's fine. Then 02. Let's consider 02. Okay.
Then
Then
you
if
need to just go to the SM51. Then just you will get the 02. When you double click on the 02, then you will able to see the zero related work process and everything. So you
okay.
need to switch from here to here. You need to switch it out. Otherwise, if you go to the AL08, here you will come to know all the information, right? Which application servers, which users are connected and all the user information. 000, then 010101, then all users will be displayed based upon the specific instance. So what is the client? What is the how many users are connected? The specific instance you can connect it. This is a system wide.
Okay. And
Yes, we
how
can.
to identify like on that page, right? Instance on 51, SM51, how to identify like this is the PA pass and this is the ISL. How to identify, where to check?
Then why in your like I think you also asked me, YAS will not come into the picture here. This is only work process where the work process are available in the application server only. In SM51, you will only see the application server details, not the like ASCS instance details and everything here. ASCS instance details, you cannot log into the ASCS. ASCS will only route the request to the application servers only. Why? Because in the ASCS we have the message server that is only will route the request to the application servers only. In SM51, we can only see the active application server details only. So here we can find out why, because at the last you will log into the application server only. Where you logged in from this application server or that one, by going to the AL08 you can able to see. You cannot see the which, why, because ASCS is only one. So ASCS only will route the request to the application server. So that we can see it. If you are logging to the system means, if system is up and running means because of the ASCS instance only. ASCS is up and running, then only you logged into the system.
No, my question was like,
Your voice is very low.
now it's better.
No. Hello?
Like Ravinder, if job is failing on daily basis at certain time, and if we want to do the some analysis, like we how we can get the solution, like we can get in
Solution, there
support
is no
portal.
straightforward solution to the each and every job. First of all, we have to do the analysis first of all. Okay.
Yeah, that
Analysis
is what
means,
I'm asking.
yeah, analysis means you need to go to the system and see why the job got failed. Is it because of the program error, syntax error, or runtime error? See here, this job got failed. All the occurrences are failed. This job got failed. So why it got failed? Then go to the job log here and we can see what's happening in the session. There is a syntax error, right? ST22. If you go to the syntax error ST22, so what happened here? There is a syntax error in the program. So there is a one program, it got the syntax error. So syntax error. So then you need to go to the ST22, you need to do the some analysis here. Is it part of basis? Why? Because syntax errors, program errors. So these and all the things are not part of the our scope. So maybe if you inform to our developers, they will check the, so is there any standard? Why? Because this is a standard. This is a standard program. So definitely SAP will release the some notes or some correction information to us. Then we have to check it out. We have to check the why it got failed, this kind of information. Some notes we have to apply it. There is a program, some mismatch, some line is not correct. So then SAP will correct it, or our ABAPers will correct it. They will do that one. So if any
Yeah,
technical doubt,
before going to developer, we can check in SAP support portal, right?
yeah, support portal, we can check it out. So is there any related notes are available for this program? Suppose example, so just to copy this note, set text here, what it has failed here. Then we can go to the SAP support portal here, support portal. So SAP support portal here we can check. Maybe if you Google it, so there is a uncaught exceptions. There is a job failed. So similar, there is a note. See here, there is a note, similar note we got it here. Right? ILT, there is a job failed with the dump. This is the program, same job, right? So there is a solution. So why this got failed? So let's open the yes user ID. Then you can able to see the solution. There is a note, we got it based upon the sets, we got the note, right? We got the note. So based upon this one same program, we got the note, means SAP is already released the note for this one. So then if you open that note, normally we will call it as the note knowledge base article. So here syntax cause the method, some methods in the class has been changed. So SAP said that, so please remove the note. So SAP said like remove this note from the system, right? So there is a method in the class. So normally in the program, there is a something got changed here. There is a type got changed by implementing the correction notes. These are the, so it got changed. So it got changed here. Somewhere it got.
Right.
So then what we have to do? They are saying that some method of the class, this method in this class is changed because of the implementation of this node. So SAP said like we need to remove this node 2846415. So the node removal means then there is a one more transaction code. Yes,
Yes,
node
no.
is the transaction code. There we can check and we can, so whether it is already implemented, then we can remove this node 28 something like that. So we can remove these nodes from the systems. That's we can do that one. So to fix this type of errors. So like
One
that,
more
you will
question.
based upon the
Apart
dump.
from SAP portal, is there any other community we can search for this?
Yeah, there if you search it in the Google, you will get the lot of things. So maybe SAP community. So there is a community sap.coms and there are the multiple answers. You will get it out. If you open one by one, then you will see the answers what they are providing. Then you will come to know all the information and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, in case SAP is not released, still nothing we found it, but still the dumps are coming in the system. So there might be a issues, syntax errors. So there might be issues here. Then, so then if you inform the developer, developers will take care. Actually, it's a program and syntax errors, right? Program error, syntax error, uncaught exception errors here. So these kind of things, any programs related, anything, objects, developers are the response they will take. Any technical dumps like DB SQL error, memory errors, then file system space issues, or anything that we can handle it. Other than that, if you contact developer also like please help us to raising that ticket, then we can connect to the SAP. If you provide this dump, we can download this dump and we can provide to the SAP. Then SAP will troubleshoot and they will provide the fix to us. Then we can implement it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for today, guys. We'll connect tomorrow then. We'll connect tomorrow with the spool administration, spool printing, how to add the printers, how to give the prints from the SAP, what purpose we will use the printing mechanism in SAP. That things we'll discuss tomorrow.